Hello boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. My name is Timmy and I promised you guys to do a video on Radium Vortex. Now I was very unlucky not to get so many cards, so as you can see it probably from the screen right now, I just done it one time, of course successfully. And before we start, we want to pay attention a bit so we see what are the difference. So there are still some settings we can do before we go. We just don't go there in blindly, yeah. So before we go in there, as far as I remember, I mean, you have different stages, yeah? So the main issue there is actually when you have too many opponents on yourself and they all hitting you, yeah? So at this point, it makes a huge difference to know what heavy trooper am I selecting for the fight, yeah? So we have two heavy troopers. This one, which is actually has an AoE skill. What is an AoE? That's the so-called area of effect, or in other words, even more simpler said, it hits all the targets around it, yeah, especially in this case, yes, hits all the targets. Now, because my heavy trooper is pretty strong, yeah, that will make a huge difference to take this guy, yeah. When we talk about the new heavy trooper, this guy has a skill with a single target, yeah? So you can only hit one opponent at one time, and this may be sometimes an issue. Now, the second thing we have to take in consideration here is that we have to pay attention what kind of chips we take there, yeah? Because these chips here, right here, will gonna make an effect, yeah? It's gonna make your HT hit stronger, or be more resilient, and so on. So that being said, let's have a look. So I played that mode only one time, and that's a while ago due to this RNG on these purple cards. So I remember, I think one thing for sure was, oh, why didn't I took the first heavy trooper? Because he does the AoE attack. So that being said, we're gonna do it yet now together. But before we do that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the chipset, and this is the new kind of chipset, which is kind of a work in progress from me, and it's not quite that high. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try with my main chip setup, yeah. And this is 25, especially these three skills, yeah. Now another thing you have to pay attention when I'm watching this video, these heavy troopers are more or less like the components, yeah. So we selected here, let's have a look, yeah, we selected, yeah. So if you guys know, when you go in player versus player, you have kind of this setup, yeah? It's very important with high fire rate and so on. But when you attack the world boss, you need totally different components. Now, the main issue what can happen right here is that you forget to change back, yeah? And you're gonna have a severe issue. And that's the same thing with a heavy trooper, that's what I was saying. So normally I have a different setup, but in this case, as you see, I took the main chips on the old heavy trooper, which indirectly actually forced nothing on this guy. So I'm just gonna put the new set there. So we check again, let's see, okay, perfect, and let's go into action. So for some of you guys which actually watch Game of Thrones, yeah, this guy, it's not a navy, it's not an airplane, it's not a tank, yeah? This is the guy with the many faces, yeah? That being said, please pay attention what kind of unit type he is selected. He is going to perform like a tank in this case. So I haven't tested 100% because I was slacking like most of you guys. And theoretically speaking, yeah, theoretically speaking, it should, these components right here in the upper tab for the tanks should actually affect the heavy trooper because he is a heavy trooper, but in this case he acts like a tank. Yeah, I'm gonna test this, I'm gonna make a new video, we're gonna test this, and I will get back to you guys. That being said, let's jump directly into the action. So let's go into the Vortex, yeah? So we're gonna open, I'm gonna give you some tips. There are some things you can actually do to be a bit better, but some things that can, yeah, you have no effect on them, yeah? So I'm gonna highlight this, so let's play it together. So let's go. So we go in the first one. I'm always gonna take the AoE guy, yeah? And we're gonna see step by step. So we're going. So what you can influence right here is you have to pay attention that he hits now, and I can directly select a different target, yeah? So this is why this old heavy trooper is way better because of this AoE skill, yeah? This is way better. So the only thing you have influences right here is, look at this, I do nothing, it takes a while to switch targets, so you can switch it ASAP yourself, yeah? So this is the only thing what actually makes a difference. So that one was easy. It's safe to say go with the yellow heavy trooper, with the old heavy trooper, it's way better there, yeah? Let's go in the second level, and let's see, again, multiple targets, it's good stuff. So again, we see again, he hits, I leave him alone, he selects after like 2 seconds or so, he selects the target. So what you can do actually right here, you can be proactive and select ASAP the different target, and we're gonna make him hit faster. So let's see now we play the mode together, so I'm not gonna cast the skill only for one target, but I'm gonna pop it on them. So there you go. So one of them is actually a boss, and for that case, of course, the red heavy trooper will gonna make a difference. So for the second level, again, the AoE guy, the old heavy trooper, is better. Let's go for a third level. Yeah, the third level, yeah, you can also use that, but basically you know it by now. You should only kill the fat guy, and that's, yeah, because the other ads don't actually count. So this is, yeah, maybe the AoE guy is still better here because you have multiple ads coming from the boss. Now you don't have to kill those, and if you start killing those, you're gonna end up losing too much time, taking too much damage. So the AoE guy, I would say the old heavy trooper, it's still better there. So let's go into this one, let's see what we get here. So this is also good for the AoE guy. I'll try to group them up. Again, watch my tactic, I select ASAP. Now we have the auto tracking here upstairs. This is not quite working as intended, and I'm gonna highlight this in a second. So I'm just gonna let him roll alone. And you're gonna see probably he's gonna go, yeah, if he has targets, he's gonna hit. And look how long it's take him to switch targets. So now he's probably gonna go, no, he's not going. Anyways, sometimes it's better to actually move him because sometimes he goes to the end of the map, and even though it's clear there's nothing there, he goes till the end of the map without any losing impression time. No? Now for you guys which actually have a very strong heavy trooper, or more or less like mine, this will not gonna make a big difference right here, but for you guys which are a bit lower on your heavy trooper, this will make a bit of a difference to actually use this thing and to roll on the map yourself and don't rely on auto tracking. So that's kind of done here. So that was the fourth one. That was also a good for AoE. You can use the single target basically there, yeah, but let's stay with the AoE. So this is the case where the red heavy trooper, now when this guy hits, it makes no sense to move. It really makes no sense. He's gonna constantly hit me. So don't point to move. If you're having issue with this one, we will see it's the fifth banner. Take the red heavy trooper. Do not forget to put the best chips on the red trooper. Then go here. Yeah, in my case, doesn't make a huge difference because my heavy trooper is pretty strong. But so the fifth one was the last one is better to take the red heavy trooper, but don't forget to change stuff. So I got this one. So now the most important thing, and this is crucial that you watch these videos till the end. Now the most important thing right here is you saw me doing some chip changes. Please do not forget to go back and put the chips you think you had it preset. So I'm going to put it like this, and I have to select for him too because he got them all away, because at the moment I'm playing with the red one. So this is my main set and it's saved. So please do not forget to go back after this and set it again to your best setup. That being said, I hope you guys got a huge and good information right here, and I will see you in the next episode.